I got to thinking, is it possible to do it again? And what I mean by do it again is the Palantir type run over 100% in a year, Meta 100% in a year, Nvidia 100% in a year, like a couple 100% actually. I think Nvidia's up. You got Amazon up like 75%. Now, I was thinking, is that people that bought those companies? Is it because they're remarkably smart, like geniuses? Obviously, I'm not, right? So, and then I got to breaking those companies down, like Nvidia. If you want a processing chip, Nvidia is the only one you got. I mean, you can go to AMD for Dollar General ones, but if you want the best graphic cards, you gotta go to Nvidia. I actually play a game that was built by Nvidia. Nvidia is everywhere, all right? So, and on top of that, phenomenal management, growth that you can easily see for the future. It's simple. Like, it just makes sense. Meta, you got a massive marketing giant that stores everybody's data. On top of that, they're working on reality labs. You already have Mark, which has done phenomenal with Farmville. And then you got billions of people a day watching Meta or getting on Instagram or Trends or Reels. And if you're a smart business or a small business or a smart business, you have to market on Instagram or Meta. It's just a smart thing to do. It's the easiest thing to do. And that's where you're going to get the most eyes. And then you have a phenomenal CEO, management team, balance sheet. It makes sense. Meta, you probably have the best CEO in the whole market. It's a no-brainer, all right? Then you have a company like Palantir. But let's hop back to Meta real quick. Meta has growth for the foreseeable future with their gaming and their data and their large language models that they're building. They're just, you can see the future there. You don't even need to, work for them to see it, right? And then you got a company like Palantir. You got Alex Karp, phenomenal management team, rock solid balance sheet, and really the head of Homeland Security. They're defending Ukraine. They defended Russia. They helped with the pipeline. They helped during COVID. So they have multiple uses all over for their AIP application that they now made commercial so everybody can use it. I mean, they're extremely trusted. They're durable. They've been around many, many years. It's just like a kind of a no-brainer when the stock was trading at like $5. It was really a no-brainer. So, is there any more companies like that, especially today? And after doing some research, and this is actually a company that I've talked about practically since I launched my channel. And I decided to put $12,000 into this. And I did go back and listen to the conference calls. This company has everything that all those companies that I was talking about, this company has it all. And it's a company that's been left behind. So you know what? It made it no-brainer to me, and I'm going to sleep like a baby. I put $12,000 into Robinhood. Yep, it's Robinhood. And it's simple. Vlad, CEO, phenomenal. And all these companies have a little in common, like these CEOs. They're a little hated. Even Elon has some hate to him, right? So you got Vlad over there at Robinhood. He's young, innovative. He's always trying to do more. And what I noticed about the conference call was when I listened to it, which we'll get off in, I'm not going to go deep into it because this was 3 months ago. We have their new conference call coming up, I believe, tomorrow. So I just wanted to before I started buying this company last week. Excuse me. Yeah, I started buying this company last week, and I want to wait until after earnings before I buy any more. I don't mind doubling my position in this company, and it's simple for the fact that this just is hitting on everything that all these other companies have. Let me explain. Now, the conference call itself was like a C, maybe C plus at most. But it gave me enough confidence to start buying this company. Like, revenue was down 5%. This was when, though, crypto was really down, even though I still don't believe it's ever been really down the way it should. But hey, this was when it was really, really down. And they're not really focused on profitability, which is usually a red flag for me. It's not really a red flag, but I don't like investing into companies that aren't focused on profitability. But it seems like the way they're directing their business and everything that he said in that conference call, Vlad said in that conference call, they pulled it off by this quarter. It's like crazy. The aftermarket trading, they even went as far as advertising to switch all your retirement over, and they'll give you an additional 1%. Not only that, do you guys, if you ever used Robinhood and you even have a regular local banking app, Robinhood blows that away. And I'm here to tell you that I've been through Merrill Lynch, TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, all of them. I've been through all of them. Robinhood has the easiest app to work with. It's just so smooth and so much ahead of the competition. So what do we have so far? Potentially phenomenal CEO and the leader in the category, hands down. Everybody knows a Robinhood. They don't even need to really advertise, because if you're in the investing world, you've heard of Robinhood. And do I think really this investing category will grow? I believe it's going to grow limitless. I think eventually people will just take over their own finances. And eventually, I think people will start just picking stocks. I do. I mean, I don't know. We're probably not there yet. I mean, you have to be really crazy to listen to conference calls and do all that weird stuff. So maybe not. But I think that we're growing at a phenomenal rate, and Robinhood's going to grow right along with the financial space. So, and a few of the keywords that he was saying, the management team was saying, was they want to be the number one profitable company in the world. This company reminds me so much of Meta. I'm not even kidding. It's like almost identical. Yes, I know one's a mammoth that makes like just prints money, but Robinhood, I believe, is going to get there. And their Robinhood Gold is their number one priority along with crypto, which I love that. I think Robinhood Gold is phenomenal for level 2 market research, or if you're looking to trade options or short, which I don't do any of that. But now you can do that at Robinhood. And the aftermarket trading really isn't a thing except for in Robinhood. So they have a lot of potential to grow even overseas. And that's even what they talked about. They're focused on growing overseas as well. The crypto, they're on and off gap profitable. And like I said, they're not really trying to be profitable. They really expect a lot of expanse from the 1X buyout, which I believe is like a credit card company or something. I don't know. I haven't looked into that yet. I'm hoping he'll go more into the conference call of what that's all about. I do expect revenue growth between 20 and 30% forecasted. That's where I want to hear the numbers. If I hear something like 18, that's fine. But when you get below that, I'm going to start to worry that maybe not everybody's investors like I believe they should be. And they really plan on, I do believe they will increase their retirement transfers. They did like 1 billion last quarter. I expect a big push out of that because they're trying. Even if I don't see it, I mean, a big push on the numbers, I see that they're physically actually trying to try because nobody else is doing what they're doing. And nobody else in the space is advertising the way they're advertising. Now, let's talk about where I would see the growth in Robinhood. This is where it gets to be like Meta. Imagine this. What if they start opening up the fact that you can talk or chat while you're trading stocks, show your portfolio just right on there. Made it like a Reddit or a StockTwits where you're actually buying the shares. And like you can make private groups, but you have to be a shareholder. You could easily see that. You'd have like just a whole bunch of Palantir people in one area talking about Palantir. Like I see a massive future that could be capitalized relatively easy. All you have to do is add practically a chat section, a little bit of AI data mambo jumbo, that's your guys' department, right? I'm just saying you could easily single-handedly be a Reddit, StockTwits, and a trading platform, and nobody's even messing with it. And your app, phenomenal. It's like a no-brainer. Honestly, I bought this at like $9, and then I turned around and flipped it at like 11, and then just bought in at like 11.10 or something last week. I'm excited for earnings, and honestly, guys, I just don't see a better company, small cap, $10 billion market company. I just don't see it. That could potentially be $100 to $200 billion market cap. That's right. I'm saying just like the Palantir is just the same thing. It's like brother and sisters. So what? I might as well just say, you know what, Robinhood. Even though I don't put money in Robinhood because honestly, if I'm I put money in Robinhood, but if I have more than like 20 grand, I'm putting that in a different brokerage. I'm old school, and you can't really call Robinhood. You got to send them an email and just wait for them to send it back to you, to answer. I don't like that crap. I would really like to speak to somebody. They may have changed that now. I mean, I just haven't really looked into it because I don't put a lot of money in there. So that's just why you don't see massive amounts of money. However, though, banks, they don't want you to call them either. They don't want you to come in. They want everything just done online. So this is just like the new way things are just getting done, I guess. So I'm living with it. And if that's the case, if they're all like that, Robinhood has by far the superior product. That's why I put a market cap at $100 to $150 billion market cap today. I know that's crazy, but I mean, they're the leaders in the space. The growth should be insane. Why aren't they making more money? I am going to be looking at, but the reason why I've seen that they're not making more money is because they're spending it all in R&D, and then they're going to buy back shares. How can I be mad at that? I mean, you have the best app on the planet. There's a reason for that. You're paying for it. I guess we'll just let you keep doing that. I'm willing to give you, 3 to 5 years and see how this unfolds, because I know Robinhood isn't going anywhere. Everyone uses it. Best banking type app, best in fintech. Probably one of the best companies. I mean, I bet you more people get on Robinhood than they do Trends. And I think it'll just continue to grow. And if they just do the right things, I think they have the ability to do it. I'm a happy shareholder of good old Robinhood now. But anyway, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.